Oh, that is a great story. Weather now with Jacqui McLaren. And Jacqui, a sunny day in Brisbane, but elsewhere very active across the state.
Yes, that's right, Jess. Good evening, Queensland. Ex-tropical cyclone Kirrily is currently sitting in the Gulf waters. It is a slow-moving system and has intensified today as it continues to take on more moisture, bringing heavy rainfall and damaging winds. 91 kilometres per hour recorded at Mornington Island today, and 161 millimetres of rainfall recorded overnight just south of Burketown. The heavy rainfall is likely to continue in these parts over the next 24 hours. 100 to 200 millimetres is expected, and 300 millimetres possible in isolated areas as well. And due to the heavy rainfall, we have seen major flooding in the Flinders River, and there is a current minor flood warning for the Cloncurry River in these areas too. Elsewhere, there's a current severe weather warning north of Townsville and south of Innisfail, with heavy rainfall and flash flooding possible overnight. And as we know, there is potential low developing in the Coral Sea. And at this stage, a very low chance of development, but more on that later. Still very hot in the southwest of the state. Birdsville reaching 43, but cooler in Toowoomba at 27 degrees. Blue skies again today in Brisbane with a top of 32, 30 on the Gold Coast. To photos now, and Melissa was in awe when she woke up to the sky at Redcliffe this morning. Meanwhile, Vic found the cloud cover in Cairns particularly breathtaking. Thanks for the photos. Taking a look at the satellite, and we can see the remains of ex-tropical cyclone Kirrily in the northwest, which is what's bringing the heavy thunderstorm activity that we have been experiencing. And on the chart, the Bureau will be watching this low pressure system closely. And at this stage, only a very low chance of that developing into a cyclone mid next week. But at the moment, the focus does remain on the low in the northwest. And that will continue to bring further heavy falls as it tracks north and then U-turns south over the weekend, as we mentioned earlier. Meanwhile, southern parts will enjoy mostly fine conditions due to a high pressure system that's pushing out into the Tasman Sea. Interstate tomorrow, heatwave conditions easing in Perth, but still in for a very hot one at 39 degrees, 39 for Alice Springs too, but a windy and cool day in Hobart at 18. To forecast now, and showers and storms expected over northern and eastern parts of the tropics, 31 for Thursday Island. Inland and mostly fine Thargomindah though, expecting a scorching 41. Mostly sunny in the southeast as well, with a top of 33 for Bundaberg and slightly warmer for Warwick at 35. Blue skies continuing in Brisbane tomorrow with a top of 33 and 35 expected for Ipswich. And looking to the bay now, winds 15 knots, seas around 1 metre, and sunrise will be at 5:20 a.m. as well. And looking ahead, a sunny weekend is on the cards both in the city and Ipswich, but Jess, it's looking like those showers will return early next week.
Oh, we'll have to make the most of the weekend. Thank you, Jacqui. Before we go, a look ahead to tomorrow night and an extended edition of ABC News. I'll speak with the Premier Stephen Miles in the first of our monthly in-depth interviews for Stateline. Until then, thank you for your company. 7:30 with Sarah Ferguson is up next. Good night.